Hello and welcome to the channel. We are back at the Libya versus Nigeria issue as Libya attempts to appeal the verdict. On other news, Ghana is not going to AFCON 2025. Sad news, Ghana has fallen off. But does Libya have grounds for this appeal? Let's have a look.
Only Nigeria can do that, man. Without kicking the ball, without playing football, you get 3 points with 3 goals. And they CAF fined Libya with $50,000. Don't play with Nigerians, man. Don't play with them.
These African giants are not even going to qualify for the AFCON for the first time since 2004. Wow. They've sent Ghana packing. So for the first time since 2004, we're not going to see Ghana at the Africa Cup of Nations. This is really sad. Now, trust me, I'm delighted for Sudan. It's an unbelievable moment for Sudanese people. Of course, the war back home, they can't play in their own country. They even played the game in Benghazi in Libya. They played really well. They could have even won by more than 2. They fully deserve it. But Ghana's the big headline. Players like Kudus, Ayew, Fatawu, Lamptey, Thomas Partey, all these guys.
Sure. Well, at this point, they are at the bottom of the league, and their chances of making it out of the bottom was slim, looking at their track record. But they have the right. They have the right to appeal. So it is up to CAF to give them an ear. They are questioning how is it that a game that is not played and full points are awarded to the opponent, and they are questioning the fine that is imposed on them. Well, the reports say that the Libyan team has sought out the services of a Tunisian lawyer, Ali Abbas, to defend them as they appeal and challenge CAF on their decision, which they call unfair. Sure. Well, let's look at what exactly are those sanctions and what was the violation. Well, Article 31, which is one of the violations that they were sanctioned against, part of the African Cup of Nations regulation. It talks about the reception requirements rather. So this is what it says. I'm just going to read it. The following minimum requirements for reception should be strictly respected. That is the first part that they forgot about. It goes on and lists a few of them. I'm just going to read 2 that I felt were the ones maybe that got them in trouble, which is 331.1. Reception at the airport. This is where the problem was, remember? It goes on and says, a committee formed of the officials of the host association must be at the airport to meet the visiting delegation and must provide all facilities for the entry formalities in the country. Okay? One official of the host association who speaks the language of the visiting delegation will be at the disposal of the visiting delegation and will act as liaison officer between the 2 associations. Strike 1. Did this happen? Why they're not held for more than 15 hours at that airport without explanation as to why their flight was diverted? Okay, now let's look at the second article, point in the article, which is 31.2. So it says their transport facilities. 1 bus for the players and 1 car for the officials will be put at the disposal of the visiting delegation from the time of their arrival to that of their departure. Any additional vehicles are subject to an agreement between the 2 associations. Okay, but was this met? Didn't they, the accusations that they had provided like a mini bus which had no aircon? Really? Okay. But it now says on 31.4, the host federation is obliged to assist the visiting team for the reservation of the rooms. Did this happen? And then it goes on, security measures. The police service of the host association, did that happen? Were they available to assist the Nigerian team? Well, it says here, the police service of the host association must ensure the security of all visiting delegation members, as well as the referees and the commissioner delegation to facilitate the match. The police service must prohibit any invasion of the field, South Africa, and any attack against the players or the officials inside and outside the stadium. Look, we've seen teams being fined for the acts of their fans and being told that, look, your fans will not be able to come to the stadiums, it will be a closed game. So they have to also put in the word out and ensure that they pull out all the stops for that. Now, another section that were sanctioned on is the general provisions that is in the disciplinary law. So this one speaks to principles and responsibilities, principles of conduct. That is Article 82, that national associations, clubs, officials, and members, as well as their players, shall respect the principles of loyalty, integrity, sportsmanship, and ethics. So that is why they were fined, because they did not show sportsmanship. They were accused of playing mind games. Look, it's no doubt that Libya was at fault. The only question was the fine. I think that the part that they are fighting with is the fine that they received, where Nigeria received 4 points after boycotting the game, whereas the game wasn't cancelled, but it was because Nigeria boycotted that the game was cancelled. So it wasn't CAF who cancelled the game, but it was cancelled because Nigeria was not there. So it's a vice versa. But before it was cancelled, obviously there was already a violation, which I believe that guys, I'm no official, so let me just cut it, but I believe that it was supposed to be CAF who was supposed to cancel the game based on the complaints, but obviously they had to do what was safe for them. But they are complaining about them receiving 4 points, but it wasn't going to help them anyway, because they were at the bottom, and their chances of getting out of the bottom are not looking good. On the other side, it's just going to be a few games and Nigeria will qualify. We already know that there are 7 teams that are waiting for to fill up the 24 teams, yes, all together will be participating in the 2025 AFCON in Morocco, out of the 48 countries that were vying for the spot. Yeah, amazing that Ghana is not there. It's actually heartbreaking. Our heart goes out to you. At the same time, we are still looking out for Bafana here in South Africa there, and we hope that things go well in their next games here in November coming up. Well, thank you so much for watching. What are your thoughts on the appeal attempts by Libya? And please give this video a thumbs up if you have watched until this far. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.